Hello everyone, welcome in this session. Today we will learn the first lesson of section first, that is prose 1.1, an astrologer's day. Students, the lesson is quite lengthy, so I have decided to teach them in two parts. So welcome in the very first part of an astrologer's day. Here are few introductory questions in icebreakers. Discuss with your partner and complete the activity. What are your strengths? The question is, what are your strengths? Strengths, why do you feel so? And the dream career. These three columns are given over here. Painting and drawing may be your strengths, and why do you feel so? Because you can visualize and express yourself better. So, you would be a commercial artist or cartoonist. Singing and dancing can be your strength, and this is why you feel so, because you can sing or dance better. So, your dream career would be singer or dancer. Playing various games, they may be indoor or outdoor games, can be your strengths, and why do you feel so? Because you have the ability to play those games better. So, you can have a career as a sports person. Mimicry, storytelling, and anchoring can be your strength. And why do you feel so? Because you can narrate, you can entertain people well. And if you feel so, then your dream career can be radio jockey, storyteller, or an anchor of a talent hunt show, or you may enter journalism. The scene in a local market of a village, town, city is very attractive. People with different occupations sell their wares. Discuss with your partner the variety of activities at the local market. Selling flowers, selling grocery is the first activity given over here. Then selling fruit juice, snacks can be easily seen. Then selling footwear, selling someone is selling fish or meat, we can easily see them. Someone is selling vegetables, some are selling fruit vegetables, some are selling green vegetables. Some people are selling household wares and some are selling clothes, etc. So this is the scene we can easily see in a local market. In a village, town, city, it is quite a common sight to see an astrologer sitting by the roadside with his professional equipment. Discuss with your partner, list the requirements for his trade. So, an astrologer, we are talking about an astrologer. ज्योतिषी जे असतात, भविष्य सांगणारे जे असतात, ते आपण रस्त्याच्या कडेला कुठेही बघू शकतो त्यांना सहजपणे. तर त्यांच्याकडे काय गोष्टी असतात? सो दे मे हॅव अ पॅरेट और कार्ड्स. They have a square piece of cloth with obscure mystic charts on it. They have a cowrie shells, and they have a notebook, and they have a pen and pencil, and they have a bag with them which contains all these things. So these are the things we can easily see with an astrologer who is there propheting or predicting about people's future. There are certain unreasonable beliefs among people living in our society. Certain common events are linked with superstition. Let's list such events, discuss the superstitions linked with them, and means of their eradication. अंधश्रद्धा आणि त्यांच्यापासून मुक्ती किंवा निर्मूलन करण्याचे उपायाविषयी आपण चर्चा करू शकतो. So here the one superstition is given at that a cat crossing your path. This is what we can say is a superstition. And other superstitions we know very well are itching palms. It is said that it is good if your palms are itching. If a mirror breaks down, it is said that it is not good. And we throw coins in holy water or river because it is assumed that it is good. And if a lamp blows out, it is considered as a bad omen. Hanging of a lemon and 7 green chilies is also considered as a good omen. Now we are moving to the introduction of the author R.K. Narayan. The lifespan of a writer from 1906 to 2001 is given over here. Full name of the writer Rasipuram Krishnaswamy Iyer Narayan Swamy is the full name of R.K. Narayan. He was one of the best known novelists among Indian English writers. He is the author of 14 novels, 5 volumes of short stories, and number of travelogues, and has a collection of non-fiction to his credit. He also wrote his memoir My Days in 1975. Narayan created the imaginary town of Malgudi where realistic characters in a typically Indian setting lived amid unpredictable events. His stories are grounded in compassionate humanism and celebrated the humor and energy of ordinary life. His stories are characterized by a simple style and subtle humor. Narayan was introduced to American readers in 1952 by Michigan State University Press. These include Swamy and Friends, The Bachelor of Arts in 1937, The Dark Room in 1938, An Astrologer's Day and Other Stories in 1947, Mr. Sampath in 1949, The Financial Expert in 1954, Waiting for the Mahatma in 1955, The Guide in 1958, and many other books. His novel, The Guide, won him the Sahitya Academy Award in 1961, the most coveted or desired literary honor in India. His writing is distinguished by humor and unoffending irony, a unique Indianness and simplicity which is utterly charming and authentic. Narayan typically portrays the peculiarities of human relationship and the ironies of Indian daily life. His style is graceful, marked by the genial humor, elegance, and simplicity. So, this is what an introduction is given about the author. What are the things that are important for our point of view? That the lesson An Astrologer's Day is a short story by R.K. Narayan, and about the author that he is one of the famous Indian writers in English. He is specially known for minute description of human nature and behavior. His writing is full of wit and humor, and Malgudi Days is the most popular cherished work of R.K. Narayan. So when we read him, we can compare him with the writings of P.L. Deshpande and Sudha Murthy. These trio are also known for their wit and humor. So this is all about the lesson and the author. Now I am going to start the actual lesson. An Astrologer's Day. Punctually at midday, he opened his bag and spread out his professional equipment, which consisted of a dozen cowrie shells, a square piece of cloth with obscure mystic charts on it, a notebook, and a bundle of Palimbra writing. The astrologer, who is the person about whom we are learning in this lesson, is the person who punctually at midday came over there. दररोज साधारण दुपारच्या वेळी तो तिथे यायचा त्याच्या बॅगमध्ये सर्व साहित्य घेऊन. अँड द लिस्ट ऑफ द थिंग्स इज also given over there. His forehead was resplendent with sacred ash and vermilion. कपाळावर राख आणि गंध लावलेला आहे त्याने. And his eyes sparkled with a sharp abnormal gleam which was really an outcome of a continuous searching loop for customers. त्याची नजर जी आहे ती एक प्रकारे तयार झालेली आहे की कोण त्याच्याकडे कस्टमर म्हणून येऊ शकेल, भविष्य बघण्याकरता येऊ शकेल हे शोधणारी त्याची नजर आहे. But which is the simple clients took to be a prophetic light and felt comforted. त्याची ती नजर म्हणजे लोकांना तो अतिशय हुशार आहे किंवा तो भविष्य सांगू शकतो अशी सांगणारी आहे असं वाटत असे आणि त्याच्यामुळे लोकांना एक प्रकारचं कम्फर्टेबल फिलिंग येत असे. The power of his eyes was considerably enhanced by their position placed as they were between the painted forehead and the dark whiskers which streamed down his cheeks. Even a half-wit's eye would sparkle in such a setting. त्याची वेशभूषा किंवा त्याचा पेहराव असा आहे, कपाळावरती राख आणि गंध आणि अशा प्रकारे त्याच्यामुळे त्याचे डोळे असे चमकदार दिसत असत की जणू काही त्याच्या डोळ्यांमधून तो अतिशय हुशार आहे किंवा खूप ज्ञानी आहे असा एक भाव निर्माण होत असे. टू क्राउन द इफेक्ट ही वूंड अ सॅफ्रन कलर टर्बन अराउंड हिज हेड. आणि ह्याच्या मध्ये आणखीन भर घालणारी एक गोष्ट अशी आहे की तो केशरी रंगाचा पटका डोक्याला बांधत असे. His color scheme never failed. People were attracted to him as bees are attracted to cosmos or dahlia stars. So this is the attire of the astrologer, and people were attracted towards him just like bees are attracted to cosmos or dahlia, just like bees are attracted to flowering plants. He sat under the boughs of a spreading tamarind tree, which flanked a path running through the town hall park. He usually sat under the boughs of a spreading tamarind tree. एका विस्तीर्ण अशा चिंचेच्या झाडाखाली तो बसत असे. It was a remarkable place in many ways, and it is said that the path which is running through the town hall park is a remarkable place in many ways. So this is what the setting of our story, an astrologer's day. Now we are moving towards the first activity. Read the extract and answer the questions given below. Based on the first paragraph, state whether the following statement is true or false. Write the correct statement if the answer is false. He sat down under the boughs of spreading banyan tree is a false statement because he sat down under the boughs of a spreading tamarind tree. He sat there early in the morning once again is a false statement because he sat there at midday. His color scheme never failed is a correct statement. His path near the town hall park was a remarkable place is a correct statement. People believe him for having prophetic insight is once again a correct statement. A surging crowd was always moving up and down this narrow road from morning till night. A variety of trades and occupations was represented all along its way. Medicine sellers, sellers of stolen hardware and junk, magicians, and above all, an auctioneer of cheap clothes who created enough din all day to attract the whole town. We are talking about the setting of the story, an astrologer's day. The path which is running through the town hall park is a remarkable place where all these people are doing their businesses. There may be some medicine sellers, some are sellers of stolen hardware and junk, magician is also there, and an auctioneer of cheap clothes is also there. So all these people are doing their businesses over there, and that is why a lot of noise is there. Next to him in vociferousness came a vendor of fried groundnut. आणि त्यांच्यामध्ये भर घालण्याकरता तिथे एक भाजलेले शेंगदाणे विकणारा मनुष्य तिथे उभा असे. हू गेव हिज वेअर अ फॅन्सी नेम ईच डे. त्याच्याकडे असलेल्या साहित्याला वेगवेगळी नावं देऊन तो त्याला विकत असे. कधी तो त्याला बॉम्बे आईस्क्रीम, तर कधी दिल्ली आलमंड, तर कधी राजाज डेलिकसी अशी नावं देत असे. See, who gave his wear a fancy name each day, calling it a Bombay ice cream, one day on the next day Delhi almond, and on the third Raja's delicacy, and so on and so forth. And people flocked to him. People like to come over there. A considerable portion of this crowd dallied before the astrologers too. People who came to buy the groundnut, they also came to the astrologer. They are wasting their time hanging around that place. The astrologer transacted his business by the light of a flare which crackled and smoked up above the groundnut heap nearby. तिथे असलेला एक जो फ्लेअर आहे, तिथे असलेला जो एक प्रकाश आहे, जो तिथे त्या ग्राउंडनट सेलरच्या इथे आहे, आणि त्याच उजेडामध्ये हा देखील आपला व्यवसाय करताना आपल्याला दिसतोय. Half the enchantment of the place was due to the fact that it did not have the benefit of municipal lighting. The road is not lighted by the municipal lighting. The place was lit up by the shop lights. म्युनिसिपल लाईट नाही आहे तिथे, आणि मग तिथे कोणत्या प्रकारचा लाईट आहेत, तर काही ठिकाणी शॉपमध्ये असलेले लाईट्स इथे आहेत. 1 or 2 हॅड हिसिंग गॅस लाईट्स. पूर्वी गॅस बत्त्या असायच्या, त्याचा एक प्रकारचा आवाज असायचा, त्या आवाजाला म्हटलं हिसिंग साऊंड इज देअर. हिसिंग गॅस लाईट इज देअर. सम हॅड नेकेड फ्लेअर स्टक ऑन पोल्स. सम वेअर लीट अप बाय द ओल्ड सायकल लॅम्प्स. वेगवेगळ्या प्रकारचे दिवे तिथे लोक उजेडासाठी लावायचे, आणि पूर्वी सायकलला सुद्धा जे दिवे लावले जायचे त्याचा सुद्धा उजेड तिथे आपल्याला दिसतोय. अँड 1 or 2 लाईक द ॲस्ट्रॉलॉजर मॅनेज विदाऊट लाईट्स ऑफ देअर ओन. आणि आपल्या स्टोरीतला जो ॲस्ट्रॉलॉजर आहे त्याच्यासारखे काही लोक कुठल्याही प्रकारची उजेडाची व्यवस्था नसताना सुद्धा आहे त्या प्रकाशामध्ये आपला व्यवसाय करताना आपल्याला दिसत आहेत. इट वॉज अ bewildering crisscross ऑफ लाईट रेज. क्रिस मीन्स क्रमिंग फ्रॉम व्हेरियस साईड्स. वेगवेगळ्या प्रकारच्या ठिकाणून वेगवेगळ्या प्रकारचे उजेड तिथे असल्यामुळे तिथे एक वेगवेगळ्या लाईटनी तयार झालेलं एक क्रिसक्रॉस ऑफ लाईट रेज आहे, की खूप वेगवेगळ्या प्रकारून प्रकाशाचे झोत तिथे येताना आपल्याला दिसत आहेत. सो देअर वॉज अ bewildering crisscross of wild rays and moving shadows. This suited the astrologer very well, for a simple reason that he had not in the least intended to be an astrologer when he began life. It is humorously said by the author that this suited well to the astrologer, and he knew no more of what was going to happen to others than he knew what was going to happen to himself as the next minute. This is all we can say that humorously said that he has no idea about himself, what is going to happen in his life, and how can he tell about others' life when he has no idea about future. He was as much a stranger to the stars as were his innocent customers. So it is said that he is a stranger to the stars. He has no idea how to predict about future and all those things. That was more a matter of study, practice, and shrewd guesswork. What helps him in his prediction is his study, his practice, and his shrewd guesswork. All the same, it was as much as honest man's labor as any other, and he deserved the wages he carried home at the end of a day. So just like an honest man doing his work, this astrologer is also doing his work, and that's what he can earn through the prediction or by propheting about others' life, and the earning the income every day. At the end of a day, he carries them at home. Now this is the time to solve an exercise on the paragraph. Find out 2 statements from the extract expressing wit and humor of the author. So we can easily find out that the sentence over here, that he knew no more of what was going to happen to others than he knew what was going to happen to himself next minute, and he was as much a stranger to the stars as were his innocent customers. These 2 sentences can be considered as the humorous expressions or statements given by the author. Now we are moving to the next paragraph of our lesson. He had left his village without any previous thought or plan. If he had continued there, he would have carried on the work of his forefathers, namely tilling the land, living, marrying, and ripening his cornfield and ancestral home. But that was not to be. He had to leave home without telling anyone, and he could not rest till he left it behind a couple of 100 miles to a villager. It is a great deal as if an ocean flowed between. So from this paragraph we come to know that without any previous consideration, previous thought, suddenly one day he had to left his village. The reason is not given over here, but there might be something, and he had to left his village suddenly, and for a villager it is just like an ocean flowed between. The thing is compared with flowing from ocean. So it matters for that person who left his village suddenly. He had a working analysis of man's troubles, marriage, money, and the tangles of human ties. We know that there are various problems in one's life Those problems are related with marriage, money, and there are various types of conflicts and disputes in one's life. And he has a working analysis of all those things. He has a better understanding. He can analyze things, and on that basis, he can give advice or answer to the people's questions. So long practice had sharpened his perception. Now it has been many days he is doing his work, and it is said that he has a long practice for of propheting and doing prediction. Within 5 minutes, he understood what was wrong. He charged 3 Ps per question. Within 5 minutes, it takes only 5 minutes for him to tell people what was wrong in their life. And what was his rate? He charges 3 Ps per question. So Ps means a smallest unit of currency, or ana, a smallest unit, अतिशय छोटी रक्कम आपल्या करन्सीमध्ये असलेली. सो he charged 3 Ps per question, never opened his mouth till the other had spoken for at least 10 minutes. First of all, he let them speak, and then he started reacting on that, which proved him enough stuff for a dozen answers and advices. So first of all, he listened carefully to others, then he started speaking. Then he told the person before him, gazing at his palm. We come to know that he is expert in reading the palms, but actually he has overall understanding of human nature. See what kind of a statements he made. In many ways, you are not getting the fullest results of your efforts. 9 out of 10 were disposed to agree with him. The statement that you are not getting the fullest results of your efforts. This is what a kind of a statement which the person in front of him, he started thinking that he has a kind of a understanding of me, and that is why they started believing in him. Or he questioned, is there any woman in your family, maybe even a distant relative, who is not well disposed towards you? Or he gave an analysis of a character, that most of your troubles are due to your nature. How can you be otherwise with Saturn where he is? You have an impetuous nature and a rough exterior. This endeared him to their hearts immediately, for even the mildest of us loves to think that he has a forbidden exterior. So there are few common statements he usually say to everyone who came in his way. साधारणपणे लोकांना भावतील किंवा लोकांना आवडतील अशी वाक्य त्याच्या तोंडी असायची, की तुम्ही जे करताय त्याचं तुम्हाला पूर्ण फळ मिळत नाही आहे, किंवा तुमच्याकडे कोणीतरी स्त्री आहे जी तुम्हाला त्रासदायक ठरते आहे, तुमच्या नात्यामधली असेल किंवा घरामधली असेल, किंवा तुम्ही खूप रॅन्डम डिसिजन्स घेतात, पटकन डिसिजन घेतले जातात, एम्प्टेशियस और इम्पल्सिव्ह डिसिजन्स. तुम्ही तशा स्वभावाचे आहात की तुम्ही विचार न करता निर्णय घेताय. सो ही says that the person is taking random or rapid decisions without any consideration, and everyone is thinking about himself, that we have a forbidden exterior, we are unfriendly or unpleasant. So this thought is also one of the thoughts that take the astrologer near to the customer. So in this way they started believing in him. ज्या प्रकारे तो त्यांना पटवून देत असे, त्यामुळे लोक त्याच्यावरती विश्वास ठेवणं सुरू करत. Find out the general statements an astrologer used to say to everyone who came his way. So these are the statements we have already discussed, that he say them that in many ways you are not getting the fullest results of your efforts, and there may be a woman who is in your family or in a distance relative, and who is troubling you, or most of your troubles are due to your nature, and etc etc. So all these statements are there he made to everyone who came in his way. The next paragraph, the nuts vendor blew out his flare and rose to go home. This was a signal for the astrologer to bundle up too, since it left him in the darkness except for a little shaft of green light which strayed in from somewhere and touched the ground before him. आपल्याला लक्षात येते की जो ग्राउंडनट व्हेंडर आहे, तो जो सेलर आहे, तो जायला निघाला की ॲस्ट्रॉलॉजर आहे तो पण त्याच्या सामानाची आवरावर करायला लागत असे. सो see, it is given over here. He picked up his cowrie shells and paraphernalia, all the things, all the small articles which are there with him. He started collecting them and putting them in back into his bag. So it is given over here. He picked up his cowrie shells and paraphernalia and was putting them back into his bag when the green shaft of light was blotted out. So there is a kind of a green light which helps him to collect all these things, and after collecting them, he is ready to went home. At that time he looked up and saw a man standing before him. At the same time he saw a man who was standing before him. He sensed a possible client and said, "You look so careworn. You are looking so worried. It will do you good to sit down for a while and chat with me." The other grumbled some reply vaguely. The person next to him, he replied him, but which is not clear. The astrologer pressed his invitation, whereupon the other thrust his palm under his nose, saying, "You call yourself an astrologer?" The astrologer felt challenged and said, tilting the other palms towards the green shaft of light, "Yours is a nature." So we found that the person who came over there suddenly, he is was in search of answer. He came over there to the astrologer, and when the person sits in front of him asking for his future or prediction, at the same time the astrologer started with his common statement that yours is a nature, etc., etc., but the person is not interested in that. What he said, "Oh, stop that." The other said, "Tell me something worthwhile." He wants something more than that. Our friend felt piqued. Our friend felt annoyed or resented. He is irritated by that person's reaction. "I charge only 3 p's per question, and what you get ought to be good enough for your money." At this, the other withdrew his arm and took out an anna and flung it out to him, saying, "I have some questions to ask. If I prove you are bluffing, you must return that anna to me with interest." So this is a kind of a challenge for an astrologer. The person next to him, he started talking with him, and he said that if you prove to be a bluffer, that if I found that you are bluffing, if you are doing false statements, or if you are giving false expression, then you have to return the money, you have to return the anna to me with an interest. So this is the discussion between a man and a astrologer. So here is an activity on the paragraph. Guess the character. Who is looking careworn? Who is looking worried? The man who came over there is looking careworn. To whom author call our friend? Author call our friend to the astrologer. Working as a signal for the astrologer. Who is working as a signal? The groundnut seller or the vendor is working as a signal for the astrologer. Who sensed a possible client? The astrologer sensed a possible client in front of him. Who challenged the astrologer? The man who came over there challenged the astrologer. Now this is the time for homework. Now see, there is a fifth activity we have at the end of this lesson. So solve the fifth activity given on the lesson, which is there on page number 12. The first question in that is about speech writing on science and superstition, and the second one is about expansion of idea on all given topics. There are near about 6 topics, and you have to expand the idea with the help of those given points or all the given topics. You have to develop, you have to expand those ideas. So this is all about today's first part. We will meet soon in the second part of this lesson. Thank you, and do the homework. It will help us in the next session. Thank you.